So what's up, guys? All right, so I appreciate the feedback. This is Ed from Kansas City. So I appreciate all the feedback and the comments from the previous video. This is Ed. If you know me from my end game and Lords Mobile, this is your guy Axe. So like I said, I appreciate all the feedback uh, that you guys gave on the account. Um, now, yeah, I agree with a lot of stuff. A lot of insightful and knowledgeable information you guys was throwing at me. I love the comments. I love that you guys are engaging. It don't really matter if it's something I want to hear or don't want to hear, but every comment, every opinion really does count. Except for those that are saying stuff like, "I wouldn't pay you, but $200, $80 for your account." Now, come on, guys. Let's be sensible. You guys know, and I know what it costs to build an account from scratch. I mean, just to unlock T5s from scratch. Come on, how much do you guys think that's going to cost? I mean, just to unlock an account, just to unlock an account with T5s in themselves. Oops, I didn't mean to say that bush. You know, these spammers be tripping. But just to unlock an account by itself, guys, that costs some grip, man. So ain't no way you're gonna get around that. Now, I am going to try to get something in the background here because I'm absolutely sure that y'all don't want me to be talking voice over nothing. Just, you know, what they call it. I don't know what the hell they call it. But thanks for tuning in. I thank you guys who have subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. So let me find Lecrae. I need to find something I can play in the background that ain't gonna do all that monetizing type stuff. I'm not monetized, but it's still a pain in the butt, you know. So let's find something that we can at least play in the background. Church music. Church clothes is what it's called. Church clothes. All right, so I'm gonna play something in the background, guys, that we can rock to while I do this video, because I really want to do the video because I'm really turn this down. So I didn't really like the last video because you really couldn't hear everything I was saying. So I definitely was encouraged to go ahead and make another video, let you guys see what's going on here. Now, as I said, you really can't turn that just down a little more because I really don't want it though. That volume to be higher than my voice on the video. But so the thing about it is, guys, is that, and this is my first video with screen recording as well as video of myself too. I normally don't video like that, but I figure, hey, you guys might want to see the person as well as the game as well. So let's get into training gear here and let's go train a few troops here. We're not gonna really train too much of anything. I don't need to bust a training boost or anything like that. I'll just train some T2s. So as you can see, I wanted to kind of give a shot back out to some of you guys. Like I said, I appreciate the comments, but some of you guys, one of the main things that some people said it was gear. So let's take a look at gear. All right, now here's the deal. Let's look at the gear. That's the mix set right there, which ain't really mixed. Now here's the deal. I'm gonna show you guys something. This piece right here. If I had known when I started playing back in 2016, there was no manual, and some of and a lot was different back in 2016 when I started playing. Like I said, I stopped in like January. To be actually honest, I stopped in like January of 2020, maybe February. So I had over 3 years of playing that I built it up. And back then, if you was 2 billion Mike, you really was dropping into large mobile game. So here's the deal about, you know, as some of you said, equipment. I should have been spending on equipment. As I've said, the drop rates, man, and I was supposed to be looking at that to upgrade, basically. The drop rates, right? I mean, the drop rates on some of these, the drop rate on some of these is just ridiculous, man. I've had times with Champ Gear. Now, I did want to clarify that I've had, when it comes to Champ Gear, just a second here. I've had multiple Champ Gear that I dismantled or that I destroyed trying to get some gold mains out of them, right? So like this one right here, let me give you an example. Right here. Let's view it. Hit dismantle, right? So I had multiple purple champ pieces, which it was something I did stupid again. Another stupid thing to do. But I had multiple champ pieces that were purple, and then some others that were not purple, you know, which is rare or whatever. And I hit that confirm and dismantled them, hoping that I could get lucky and get some, you know, some gold mains or some main pieces out of them. And of course, that did not happen. And then I mean, you get something. The drop rates, man, is just bad. So depending on your luck, I mean, literally depending on your luck, guys, your luck, you got to depend on luck just to try to get the drop rates that you want. I mean, it's just bad, man. I mean, it's really bad. So I'm gonna look at let me look at this. I like to hit the Fury just to kind of like get just to show the most of the stats, you know, because that you're when you're, let's be honest, when you're in battle and war, you're going to hit your Fury because you're going to want to get the most out of your stats anyway. And then some people, when it's time to actually, like, say for instance, I'm doing a cavalry blast, there are some people that they're going to change all of their talents. I'm going to take off, if I'm doing cavalry, I'm going to take off range, I'm going to take off infantry, and I'm going to have all cavalry. I'm going to have all cavalry set up, and then I'm going to have all of my squad health and defense just to add to a punch to it. So what I was saying is most people want to see, they're going to want to see anyway. So those stats, as they said, some people were like, okay, I can buy an account for 2,000 that has, one guy did tell me, he commented and he said he has an account that has 1K blast on each one. That's a solid account, guys. I ain't gonna lie, that's a solid account. I'm not gonna lie, you know, that's a really good hard hitting account. That's pretty hard. I mean, you got some people that are all champ or mythic, and they hit like that. So the thing about gear, the reason why I'm not rich, guys, I'm not rich at all, and I really don't have money right now to be constantly dropping into this damn game for purchases, you know. Just in this last hell, if you look at that's a rally that was canceled. Of course they did. But if you look at some stuff, man, them tombs, I'm talking about, that was on the 8th, man. I mean, you look at some of the stuff people are purchasing, man, on here. That was a lot of that. I mean, this ain't free. This stuff is not free, man. The maintenance of this, and this is all in January, man. I mean, just in January alone, spending money on the game like $500 just in January alone, man. Uh, that's why I really want to get rid of the account. I can use the money right now for one, but this stuff ain't cheap. And you're talking about people talking about I give you 1,000 for it. Man, we just spent 500 just in January. January ain't even over. You know, it's nothing to spend on this damn game. I mean, you dropping $10, $9, $5, $2, $1 per purchase. It adds up, man. So I understand what y'all mean by gear, but my problem with gear is the drop rates, man. And unless you just got money to just throw out there, like one guy that commented talking about another billionaire shows up in the game. Yeah, them guys got money they got money to burn. They don't mind. It means nothing to them. They got so much money. If they millionaire status, they got so much money. But for us who don't have that kind of money, okay, somebody be like, why are you playing then? Well, I like the game. And probably at the time when I started playing the game, maybe I had some money. But let's look at these bond. Let's look at these and let's see something right quick. All right, we got the hope of this is the glowing halos, right? Now, I'm making a video right now, but I've already opened like literally 500 of those, and it really didn't get me anywhere. But I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open some right now for you. So this is my problem with IGG and the drop rates, and this is why I have not spent my money toward gear. Is because, man, it hit that bing. I got an epic and a rare halo. 3 of them. We're gonna see what it ends up with when I'm done. Probably won't get any gold out of 850. Nothing. The drop rate is the reason why I do not. You could look at that. I mean, you know how much money it costs to get that many boxes of there. Not a gold in there, man. This is live, man. Look at this. Not one gold. So I mean, why would somebody want to keep spending $1,000 or $500? Not one gold halo in there, guys. Let's go back to my thing. I want to show you guys these halos. That's why I went there. Is it any better after? Is it any better afterwards? I got that one epic one, and it was enough to help push me over to 1 gold. So it's like, how many thousands and thousands? I mean, how much do I got to spend to get up to 13 glowing halo? So that's why, I mean, you really got to have money to be fooling around with this drop rate and this chance. It's like such a game of chance. So it's like, that's why, and like I said, I actually started on this piece because I said that's really much, that's enough for me. Once I get 1 gold cup, I'm cool. Because it's just too costly to be spending on the on that. So that's where I stopped at that for there right there, guys. So yeah. So some people said gear. Okay, which my gear is not that bad. It's not horrible. You know, it may not be all mythic, but it's not horrible. I mean, you got people who probably have spent more than that. So the point I'm making is that, yeah, you can say you should have spent your money more wiser. I agree 100%, man. It could have been spent on not purchasing some of the same stuff. Especially people who had multiple, like I had multiple cups already, but I had dismissed some of them just trying to get some halos out of them, and that didn't work, man. I did get lucky on one. Piece, but yeah, there's some pieces that I did want to. There's some pieces like I did want to take to. I did want to take to Mythic, but I mean the drop rates, guys, is a beast, and then y'all that's been playing it, y'all know the drop rate is a beast, man. It's just it will break you. I mean, it's literally, I've literally had over 10,000, 15,000 champ chests, and come out of there with 3 gold pieces, three gold, 3 gold mains. It's like, come on, man. Y'all IGG. I mean, there was one time I had to write IG and let them know, like, damn, y'all call that a drop rate? I mean, and then you'll see people like Duck Hunter or somebody on there, and one of these other YouTubers on there opening up some champion chests, and they opening up 10,000, and they getting 10 and 12 gold mains, crimson mains. It's like, huh? How does that happen? And I open up more and get 1 or 2. It's like, come on, man, this is a joke. So that's the reason why I have not invested in. That's the reason why I have not invested in those items, because they can really carry a very high pricey amount. I mean, you really can end up, depending on your luck, I mean, you really can end up spending so much money. I mean, it was enough for me just to get those 2 gold, those mythic legs there, and the mythic lamp. That's money, man. So the thing about it is that I agree with like what you guys are saying a lot. I mean, I feel what you're saying, but at the end of the day, man, it's such a chancy and risky game trying to go for gear when you don't got money to drop like that. I mean, depending on how long it would take you as well. So that's why I kind of avoid it a little bit. I do try to work on gear. I've been working on gear, and it's just really something you gotta proceed with as you have funds for. And if you ain't got money for it, you just really can't do it. You got to get what you can get. So and doing a lot of the daily logins, that will help you, like daily logging in for something right here, wheels. It'll get you something. Daily login will get you some type of materials, but that's more like on a free to play status. It's not going to be something that's really going to, take you all the way. So it's not necessarily going to be something that's going to really. I mean, it takes a lot of years to go from free to play to and I just started doing this, like doing this little thing here in the last year, so that's why the numbers are low on there. But that does give you a lot of the it does give you a lot of the artifacts that you need. And I try not to waste a lot of time on the auto thing there, which is good for practice, when it's on auto. But I don't really spend a lot of time on it, because you can end up. It's good for learning. It helps you learn. But so there's another way you get a lot of free material stuff. To upgrade your stats and stuff, just by the artifacts and the challenges and things like that. And so the other thing they were talking about was familiars. I did want to invest in familiars. I have been working on that. Matter of fact, I did. I've gotten a lot of the. I think it was the. I have to see what it was, guys. Let me check. It was the ones I purchased a few of those packs for. It would be the cannon. All right, so it would actually be, where is it at? I'm thinking it's oh man, I'm going the wrong way. It ain't Blackwing. It's I think it's Queen. It's the Queen Bee. I think it's the Queen Bee that I've recently purchased some packs for to try to get that upgraded. And but it's got to be one that I really think that I need. Like that, I don't think that was the one. That's not really one I needed. I think it might have been. Is the Queen Bee? I don't remember which one it was, guys, but I know Blackwing. I think I was looking to upgrade that one because I can use that damage. I think all of them, to be honest. But it was one. It was this one here, guys. This is the one I've been working on. I purchased a few to get this one going because I can use that, you know. So that's a stat or a boost that I could use, you know. Reduces damage inflicted by enemies by 9% when 4% of the troops are falling. So that's a good familiar to have, a pack 5 familiar to have. So I'm working on that one. Yeah, I'm working on that one. So that's one of the ones I'm working on that I want to try to get up there. Other than that, so yeah, that's one I'm working on there. Try to get him maxed out, but I don't want to do it too fast. You know what I'm saying? So I am working on my familiars. I'm definitely behind on them, and I learned that they do help in so many situations, whether you're attacking, you know, rallying or doing darknesses and things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to get back at you guys. I'll start making some videos, and maybe when KVK or something, or just daily gaming, you know, Coliseum or something like that. I'll just start making some videos to kind of like go over things with it. That's not what I wanted. I wanted actually the familiar. So I'll start making some videos. You guys keep watching, and you can ask questions, you know, of what you like to see and stuff. What we got here? All right, got a few of those. So yeah, cause we can do some Coliseum and stuff like that. Um, you know, whatever. And another thing y'all talked about was the heroes. Heroes do give some stats, but you know, I mean, it's really up to the player what they feel like is important for them. You know what they're trying to accomplish. Like I'm not really trying to be a rally lead. I'm not trying to be a rally lead, man. Because if you guys know, being a rally lead, I mean, how much money you got to spend on maintenance and replacing those troops and constantly warring. You know, to be in a warring guild and constantly rallying, that's money, man. I mean, that's money, especially if you do it every day. I've been with the Jokers, you know, the Joker family. I've been with you know, Coco and with the Joker family and all the other guys there, and then I've been with I forgot the other growing group I was into not too long ago. But yeah, that's money, man. That's money, you know. So I've spent a ton of stars in the damn Coliseum as well, guys. I probably had 700. I probably had 700K stars, and I probably ended up out of that. I did it when Guild Fest was here. I took some of those quests, and man, I probably came out of there with probably out of 700K plus stars. I probably came out that I spent. I probably only came out with like not even 1,000 gems. You know, 100,000 gems. So I barely came out of there with 100,000 gems. So it's a lot of things about the game, and I have won in the Coliseum. I have won in the Coliseum, not the Coliseum, but in the Liberate. I have won, you know, a couple million here and there. You know, I actually think the second time I won was like 500 or 600K gems when I hit the jackpot. But yeah, so I'll get into making some videos while you guys are watching and see what we can do about, you know, that. You know, at a later date. But I wanted to get back with you guys. Like I said, I appreciate the comments. And then if you guys know actually really some good sites where they actually legitimately, I'm not talking about all the scammers. There's a lot of scammers when you're trying to sell your account. It's a lot of scammers, man. I'm just talking about they be scamming. They got all type of tricks. But if you know some guys that are actually, you know, some websites that are actually good for trying to sell your account that are really legitimate, hit me up, shoot me a link, you know, and comment. I appreciate it, because I do want to get rid of the account, but I'm not gonna let it go. I mean, I could play it. I'm not gonna let it go for 1,000, 2,000. I spend that up in a couple of months, man. Just like, why would I do that? You know, I like the game. I like to play the game, but I just, you know, I can use the funds right now, but I'm not trying to give away something I done spent over. You know, man, I've spent over in my whole Lords Mobile history. I've probably spent over 50, man. You know, just from beginning to today. You know, in the last year, just to get it up, because it was zero. The account was zeroed when I took it back, and it didn't have T5s and it didn't have familiars. Those were new to me. It didn't have the artifacts. So that's why I say, some of you guys, yeah, I know what the rate that they're going for, you know, that somebody's trying to set the standard of what the account's supposed to go for, but maybe the account is not to be sold to those kind of people. Maybe it's to be sold for some people who don't know what they go for, and uh, they want to buy a big account. Because if you start Lords Mobile, anybody that start Lords Mobile, and it's tricky. It's also a risk selling your account, because this, how many people been on Lords Mobile and sold their account and ended up getting that account taken back or robbed of it. So I mean, get your account hacked, or it's all sorts of reasons why some people, it's not good to sell an account. Or you can buy an account and the person somehow is able to get the account back after you done gave him 2,000 or 1,000. I don't know the prices, but hey, it may never sell, man. To be honest, guys, it may never sell. You know, so I don't know, man. He's sticking on me, but I don't know. But like I said, I'd like to sell it, but I also like the game. Um, but hey, it is what it is, man. So I wanted to get back at y'all, man, and answer some of the questions that y'all have. I haven't really answered them all in this particular video, but um, I haven't answered it in all the video. But yeah, I'm ranked 205 out of all these players in Lords Mobile, man. Once I hit 500, if I hit another billion mine, I'd be in the top 100, which I could do that. You know, that ain't no problem. But man, that just set me back. That'll set me back real big time. Yeah, so that ain't in the cards right now. You know, it ain't in the cards at all. So like I said, I agree with what you guys been saying and all that, but like I said, I just want you to know it's a reason why. I mean, it's tricky, man. The drop rates are tricky. You know, the familiars are pretty straightforward. You know, your familiars, they're pretty straightforward. The heroes are something that's straightforward. You know, troops training is straightforward. Um, dealing with the dealing uh, with the something like the artifacts, those are not straightforward. Them is, once again, drop rates that you can end up losing money on. I think I just had a bad taste in my mouth once I started trying to get gold pieces, gold champ gear. The money, the kind of money I had to spend. I mean, I spent way over 6,000 for my champ gear. Uh, all my entire champ gear, I would think, because I'm trying to think. On one time, yeah, you can. Yeah, I've spent over 6,000. I think just for this piece here, guys. What piece was that? I'm going to show you guys a piece. I remember spending like 700 bucks just to take it from gold to mythic, or I think it's from gold to mythic. It was one piece that I spent a lot of money on. Just taking it from gold to mythic, and I don't remember. I don't know if I can remember which piece it was, but I was pissed about it. I think it was I'm thinking it was. I want to say it was maybe this piece here. It was a piece like that. One of those pieces there. That, man, I'm talking about, to get it from gold to mythic, I had to buy over and over again. Like, man, I need just 3 more gold, what you call it, and then I got it to mythic, and then you buy all that more and more and more, and you didn't happen, So yeah, man, it ain't cheap. So that's why I got a lot of respect for those who do make the comments. I like all the comments, but the people who make the realistic comments, they understand drop rates are a beast. Everybody does learn differently. I learned improperly. I didn't mean to make all them damn troops, but when I started. I'm talking about you were being bullied, but when I started, I'm talking about people were bullying you every day. It was mainly Chinese against American or something like that. And with GZ Godzilla Tail, whatever the GZT, and you know, uh, Medic or whatever the name was back then. It was a lot of guilds back then that were just bullying people. You had Bryn Chon back then, and he was running over stuff, and it was a lot of guilds back then that was uh, JVT's been around for a while, so it's like I've been back there with all of them. Like I said, I've fought MAA or whatever they called, you know, but. But yeah, you learned how to build the guild. I mean, when I started playing, I just was dropping money, and when I got zeroed, I just said I ain't getting zeroed no more. So I just built a lot of troops and became fat. I didn't even have T4; I had all T3. So but I didn't want to get soloed and zeroed anymore. So that helped, And then as the game proceeded, you learn how to you learn how to you learn how to you learn how to knowledge increase with it. So I'm about to hit somebody, guys. Oop. Let me get somebody that can take care of that guy on the front line right quick. He's coming through, and then they doing that. So let's put her with it, and who else we need? One more person, just a healer. That's it. They don't have a healer, so I'm not gonna use a healer. So who else do we use? Let's use this person right here. Hold on, do I have she shouldn't be my front line. That's a horrible mistake, guys. I don't have Rose Knight in there, so I got a trip because I should never have Princess as a front line. So that was a trip. I don't know how that happened. My bad. That was my mistake. Let's try that again. Who we taking out? I want her out of here, to be honest. And I need Rose Knight in there. So there we go. So let's see what that do. That should take the front line out. That should take Dark Knight or whatever his name is out immediately. He shouldn't last too long. His red should disappear. Hopefully he don't get a strike out. He should be down before he gets a strike. He got the strike. I don't like that when he gets a strike out. Now he's down. I got 2 players down now. This sucks, man. Okay, she should be out of here. Okay. Yeah, I think I got this. Yeah, I got this. All right. So yeah, but we'll get into more of this type of stuff later, man. Until then, I'm out. Ed from Kansas City.